Hello, everyone. My name is Andrew Bevan. I'm the Multimedia Communications Coordinator for Lawrence Public Schools, and you're listening to the Lawrence Public Schools Podcast, the only podcast with a perfect 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts. And thank you, Mom, for that review. Appreciate that. We hope that everyone has had a relaxing and refreshing summer break. Thanks for tuning in. Glad to have you back. We are extremely excited for the start of the 2025-26 school year that is just around the corner. I'm here as always with my co-host and Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Janice Kerr Swift.
Hello, Andrew. How are you today?
Oh, I'm always good. How are you doing, Dr. Swift?
Very good. We're getting excited about school starting pretty quickly.
Yes.
And on that note, we're really excited about our guest today.
Yep, that's right. On today's episode, we are getting political. Not in the boring, controversial way. Who would want to listen to a podcast like that? But the fun, educational way. Today, we're talking to special guest Alex Kerr, a Free State High School student who's running for Lawrence City Commission. Alex, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. Could you please introduce yourself for me?
Hi, I'm Alex Kerr. I'm running for Lawrence City Commission. I'm going to be a senior at Lawrence Free State High School, and I'm excited about running and campaigning and working for our community.
Awesome. Well,
wonderful.
Thank you so much for being here. It's great to have you.
It's so much fun. I like Andrew and all, but it's so much fun when we have a special guest. And Alex, you need to know that it's just a triple pleasure to have a student. And so thank you. You actually are kind of beginning our 25-26 series of podcasts, and really excited that you're a Free State student. Tell us a little bit about your background here in Lawrence Public Schools.
Yeah, so I was raised up and I grew up in USD 497. I've been here since kindergarten. I went to Deerfield Elementary and I went to West Middle School. And now I currently go to Free State High School. And in the past, I've done theater productions. I play band. I'm in band, a marching band, play trombone. I do choir. So I do a bunch of stuff within our school district and the activities, which we are very known well in our performing arts. So I'm proud that I am a part of it. So I do a bunch of that.
That's wonderful, Alex.
So you do performing arts?
Yes.
Is that anything specific like theater or like acting, directing, technical work? What is your passion in the performing arts?
My passion in the performing arts is music in general. Playing trombone and singing in the chorus. It's something I would like to do in my future, in my adult life.
Yeah.
Because of the talented staff we have, they are truly amazing at what they do and have inspired me a lot, and multiple other students.
Yeah,
that's
awesome.
Wonderful. And you said Deerfield West and Free State, and really that set of schools, I've seen the performances, and you've had a really strong background there. And I have to share with you, I was in band also. I wasn't a trombone player. I always admired the trombone players. I was alto saxophone. So
there you go.
Yeah, very good. So you're going to be a senior, class of 2026. How does that feel?
It's interesting. It's exciting. It's thrilling. I'm excited.
Good, very good. Do you know what you're going to do after graduation?
Yeah, I hope to go to college and study music education.
Good.
Hopefully at KU or some school.
Good choice. Very good choice. I'm not biased at all. So, Alex, the reason I've gotten you on here, not just because you're an excellent student, but also because you are interested in community engagement, it seems. What exactly have you been up to in your free time?
So ever since I was 11, I have been working with our community partners and the community to basically understand our engagement at a local level. So I've worked with our city commission and our city boards, like our community police review board and historic resource commission, to basically look at factors from a younger person, what my perspective is on matters that we face at a local level. Within that, I have had the opportunity to serve on over 6 nonprofit boards.
Wow.
I've gone to be a secretary of a board. I've gone to chair committee work, and I've gone to do so much work that's going to hopefully prepare me for my adult life and hopefully being, if elected, to the city commission. I've even served on the New York Elementary Site Council and also Woodlawn's Elementary Site Council for, I believe, a year or two. So I've done that, which I appreciate.
Wonderful. Well, Alex, you are driven then to public service, it
Yes.
sounds like. Great. I'm just intrigued about you starting that endeavor at 11 years old. What got you going then?
Well, so my fifth grade teacher was adamant about project-based learning, which I love project-based learning. It's a very effective and a very useful tool for teaching, I believe.
Oh, yeah. Well, we know a thing or two about that. So,
Yeah. And so I did a project-based learning project with my fifth grade class to basically create a solution where the old Allen Press building was on Mass Street, right across the street from the Hawkins Museum.
wow.
Basically to help with our homeless population and to hopefully cure our homeless population.
Oh,
Absolutely.
wonderful. So that was the cause that initially got you
Yes.
into community service, and it was stimulated by a fifth grade teacher. And the name of that teacher?
Madeline Herrera.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Was it always your dream to go for city commission?
Yes. Once I was 11, I knew I was going to try it, and now I'm doing it.
That's
That's my
awesome.
goal.
Very good. Do you have to, is there a minimum age for running?
Yeah, so the age is you have to be 18 to be elected, or you have to be 18 when you are by serving. Yeah,
yes.
serving, you have to be 18 and a qualified elector, I believe.
So you have a birthday that will fall before the beginning of
Yes,
service.
yes.
Wonderful. That's great.
Well, that's good. Okay. I wanted to know more about what you're specifically running on and kind of your whole campaign. Give us the spiel, your elevator pitch.
Oh, I will. Well, I'll first say that my main reason for running is also because I believe and I think our younger generation should be heard.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, yeah.
Look at our current city commission and look at all these other current candidates. None of them are under 30 besides me. And so I hope to bring a level of integrity and respect to our commission by being younger and giving a different perspective in a sense. As we have known, different perspectives from each group of age will help. I promise you, it's going to help.
And we believe that, Alex, that student voice enriches and strengthens in every situation. And so I salute you for taking that approach that the community's business will be stronger and richer if they have representation. Really, we feel the same way about representation across the spectrum of age or any other characteristic.
Yes.
Is if we bring together folks with differing perspectives, we have a stronger endeavor, right?
Great point. Having student representation in local government, I think is honestly, I'm surprised that hasn't been designated in more places because it is such a large demographic, especially here in Lawrence. And it's great that you're stepping up and saying, I can do that. Tell me about the process. What have you learned so far? What are some of the lessons?
Well, I've learned in my campaign, it's all about the outreach within the community supporters from all age groups. And it's also about basically the communication and how you can go around and say this policy, but you have to make sure that when you're going around with your policy plans, that you're trying to make it an effort to make to an appeal to all voters,
Right.
not just one specific base. And that's my goal. My goal is to not appeal just to this younger generation. It's to appeal to all generations.
So you want to represent and serve all
Yes.
in the community. You've been in the community your entire life. You obviously have taken time to learn about some of the challenges that the city faces. Besides student voice, what do you hope your platform, to encompass?
Yeah, so there are basically three topics that I have my whole campaign around. One is our budget that the city of Lawrence has with a $6.5 million shortfall. It doesn't look good for our city, and it doesn't look good for any city. And so that's one of my main concerns. community engagement is, like I have said before with youth empowerment, we need to continue to give our younger generation some sort of help. And then my third one is to work to figure out our homeless situation. And with that, our homeless situation, we need to, I think, have a more collaborative approach within intercities, our county, city, our community, especially, and our nonprofits that we work with, like the community shelter and our Bert Nash. So I think we need to have a more open approach and a more collaborative approach to homelessness.
Right.
And it's a complex challenge and a challenge that a lot of communities face. And so you're right. The opportunity for us to innovate is right in front of us. And so maybe not to do what we've done before the same way, but to try some different innovations to address homelessness. Have you thought much about steps you might recommend on that challenge?
It is difficult and daunting to pinpoint really specific tasks. And
of course.
My best option right now would just to be to say, hey, somehow this needs to be a collaborative approach. And hopefully with a collaborative approach, we can get to some action steps.
I love that.
Exactly.
So using input from the community to inform that effort, but just your strong commitment to the effort.
Community engagement to determine next steps is sounding very familiar.
Yeah, it is. It's exactly what we did when we started in Lawrence just a year ago, is really this idea of listening to students, to parents, to staff members, to community. And you know what I loved about it, Alex, is I thought there might be really differing opinions. They all really resonated around 5 themes. So I'll have to share with you, I'm a big supporter and fan of anyone who says their theory of moving forward is going to be to listen and collect community input, because the community is wise on these matters.
Certainly, that's what we learned too, is like you can pull so many themes from the community and make action plans based on that. Listening to your constituents, listening to the city, listening to the members of your community, what they have to say, what they've been impacted by, what their personal experiences are. I mean, that's the best possible way to develop a strategy.
As you've been out on the campaign, I bet a lot of things are what you expected, because you've been in the town for a long time and you kind of know things. But what's been surprising to you on the campaign so far?
It has been surprising about how many community members appreciate that a younger person is trying to take action for our community. I think that's the most surprising thing. And the welcoming I've had against other candidates has also been surprising. And I did not think it was going to be.
I love that. So you've had a warm welcome.
I have had a warm welcome.
Good. Well, I'm glad that Lawrence is representing us well.
That's great. And then as you look at the rest of City Commission, obviously every board or every commission, and I know you know this, Alex, or you wouldn't have signed up to run, you don't get to operate as an individual once you're seated. You operate as a board, as a commission, as a team. So what do you think you bring to moving the group forward?
Well, I have had the experience of trying to whip votes before. I've had that opportunity where it's been like, well, you have to do something to get this vote across, or you have to sway voters. So you have to sway voters, you have to sway commissioners, board members, it doesn't matter. You have to somehow, in a way, try to get them on your side.
Right.
And I've had that experience with that. So it's been interesting to learn how to do that. And I can tell you, I try to do it respectfully. And I think that's a great point about it.
I do appreciate that.
Yeah. So what you were talking about with, trying to align interests, not necessarily agreeing on everything, but certainly saying, we might disagree on this, but we do agree that this needs to be done. And we can work together to make sure that that happens.
And for the common good, for the greater good.
Exactly.
And really raising people to what you hope on a board or a commission is that by your presence, the level of play is raised, that you're able to achieve more because you're working well together. So I applaud you not only for running, but for understanding that serving on a commission is serving as a member of a team. And that no single commissioner can direct. The work only gets directed by the vote. So those are life skills of being able to work on a team and get folks on the same page with a common goal. And you might go at it differently, but I'm so impressed because there's so many adults, particularly now, who don't maybe have forgotten that is the fundamental approach to being on any governing body. It's inspiring. So besides homelessness, what are you hearing from folks in the community about what they'd like from service that you would give? What are some of the top things you hear?
Well, again, like I said about our budget, a $6.5 million shortfall just doesn't look good on our community.
No.
And with that comes the responsibility of we're going to have to cut something, but I am committed to not cutting anything related to fire, EMS, police, or infrastructure. Those 4 departments are very important to the safety of everyone in our community, and especially like our sidewalk programs that we do with the public schools and our NPO. That's important to me, and that's important to our safety of our residents, no matter the age.
That's great.
Right, yeah.
So safety first. We have that in common, Alex.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
But also, and it's not, we can't take this deficit in a way that's going to affect our community in a major way. We need to make sure it's going to be again, a collaborative approach, but also something that isn't, I hope to bring it where it's not going to damage our community, especially. So
Exactly.
So are you thinking of like an approach that's like a scalpel as opposed to a sledgehammer so that you get through this without major impact?
yeah, like I do not want to do a across the board cut. I don't think that's effective.
Right.
That's just, again, beating the hammer when we could just scope out some stuff. And again, it could be a community partnership, which I would be for, to look at that budget and say, well, hey, we don't really need this program, and it's going to and it's not going to have the most major impact on our community. That's something we could look at. And it is a problem, and I will continue to say it. A shortfall in the city budget is a problem, and it's the same thing. Our community, our taxpayers don't want to pay a high property tax. I mean, that's something that is common between voters. And I am committed to not raise, the mill levy or our property tax. But again, it comes with the question about our budget. We have to balance our budget.
Well, where's the money going to come from?
Right.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
So it sounds like an adaptive problem, a problem that requires us to adapt the way we work, as opposed to just taking severe action that would harm folks.
Yeah, and it's the process of our budget is not going to be over 1 or 2 years. It's going to be over a longer stretch of period, and which we have to understand is it's going to take a longer approach. But the one goal in common of hopefully to fix our budget where it's balanced.
Exactly.
Which is the most important to me.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you look at our federal government, I mean, the budget hasn't been balanced since Clinton. So the fact that
let's not look at our federal budget.
yeah, you're right. Maybe move that for another time. But at least you have to start at the city level. If you're not being a balanced budget on the city level, I mean, that's going to escalate to the state. That's going to escalate up and up and up.
I agree, Andrew, and I'm just kidding you. You know that.
I know.
But that phrase that people use is local and immediate and right here in our community. And I just agree with you, Alex. That's the approach really that we're taking with our work to move forward in Lawrence Public Schools, is that we must come together to turn the page, to innovate, to hear each other, to move forward together. And no one's coming to save us. We have to do this in conversation together. So there are no perfect solutions. But I believe that many of the solutions available to us in the current time are local and immediate. So that's why I'm really even more excited that you're running for city commission than I would be if you're running for state office or something else more removed, because local matters. And we love and value our Lawrence community, but it won't be what it is or even better than it is without folks like you really giving of themselves and getting involved. So do you see Lawrence as a very participatory, involved community?
Yeah, I do. I think our community members are very involved.
They care.
They
Yes,
care. They
yes.
deeply care about our community, which I appreciate a lot.
I do
Yeah.
too.
And especially looking at our community, I think we care a lot about, preserving our historic downtown, preserving
Absolutely.
our
Yeah,
community.
for sure.
Yes.
But also, we need to grow commercially and residentially.
Yes.
We could continue to grow and preserve in a whole.
That's
Exactly.
great.
Yeah, you can build without destroying things. And I think I've always thought that Lawrence is such a unique situation in that it is not only innovating in new and exciting ways and expanding, but it also has such a deep and rich history. It has a very unique blend of both, which is unlike any other city I've ever been to. So the community is very, very, very much intertwined with each other. Something that happens on the other side of town affects everybody.
Right. Are you involved at all with university students? Because we know that is a voting population in town. How has that part gone? I know they're not back yet, or they're coming back, or right about now probably returning.
And again, I will say that is a problem. I would say my biggest voter support would be, our younger generation. And with that, I have gotten the chance to speak with some leaders and our student leaders at the KU university level,
Yes.
which is important. And I appreciate them for asking me these questions that they ask. My campaign has realized that trying to find, especially the university voters, which are important, it makes up a lot of our town, is difficult, especially when they're not fully back. So
Right.
it's difficult.
It is a little tricky. So that sounds like a next step this fall for you, right? Yeah, good. What other next steps are coming? Andrew and I now are going to follow you, and we're going to be your supporters. So what's next on this campaign?
Well, it's about the outreach. Continue to outreach to all corners of our town is important to me. And I want to make sure that our voters are heard, and I want to make sure that our voters understand that I'm there for our community, not for a specific political party, political reasoning. It's specifically for our community. And yes, we'll have disagreements, but again, I'm here for the community.
Very good. How long is the term?
The term is a 4-year term.
Oh, good. So you are thinking then that it would extend across your college career. How exciting.
So you're planning on attending college, you said?
And will you please come back and teach for Lawrence Public Schools?
I would love to.
I just want to recruit you now, Mr. Alex Kerr.
Getting really ahead.
To teach. 4 years goes just like
That's a
that.
good point.
And so we'd love to have you come back. We have lots of alum who are teachers, and it's one of the bright spots among many
Oh, yeah.
among our staff.
But yeah,
We have multiple, phenomenal, not only performing arts, who are, at a state level, representing
Yes.
our
Oh,
state
yeah.
level
Yes.
with the Kansas Music Educators Association, but
Yes.
also at our, other departments and our
Exactly.
teaching departments. It's amazing.
I'm really proud of our staff. Thank you, Alex, for noting that. They're just extraordinary, and it makes all the difference, the quality of a teacher. So thank you for acknowledging that. Now, how do you manage your senior year, fall, while campaigning? Have you given this some thought?
I have given a lot of this thought. I always consider myself to do a lot of things, and I have, like I said, I currently serve on probably 6 nonprofit boards, which already causes problems. But again, it's
So
about
just a few.
yeah. Well, there's a lot. And there, multiple of them are in Kansas City, so that also makes a problem, or not a problem, but it's another
Challenge.
challenge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's I do Lawrence Civic Choir. I do choirs in
Wow.
Kansas City. So it's about balancing the work of what you're trying to do
Yes.
with your school, with your community, with your campaign.
That's great.
And again, I'm always going to say this to the people that have concerns about me running, as a senior going to be a adult. I'm always going to put the community first. That
Right.
duty that you have to the public matters so, so much.
Well, Alex, hats off to you. You're clearly very grounded and wise, and
Fashionable.
I'm so proud of your efforts. And Andrew and I and all of us will continue to follow you. Now, if folks out there in the world want to know more about Alex Kerr and your campaign for City Commission, where do they go to learn more?
Yeah, you can call me at 785-550-8167, or you can email me at alexkkommun300@gmail.com, and I'll be quick to respond.
Very good. And we'll put that in our show notes
Yep. Oh, yeah.
so that our listeners can take a look at that. What else would you like folks to know?
Our community is important, and we need to always continue to learn, preserve, and grow. I will always say this to the end of my life. Lawrence is an amazing city, and I will work for the city. It is a lifelong dream to be on this commission.
That's wonderful. Thank you for your commitment to the greater good. And thank you for inspiring all of us with your, a lot of people talk about what they're going to do. You've actually just gone and done something to make life better.
Yeah, I think it was Confucius that said, you can talk the talk, but it's very different to walk the walk.
Exactly.
So I'm glad that you're walking the walk, and you're way cooler than I was when I was your age. So.
Pretty cool.
He's very cool.
I aged into it, though. Alex, thank you so much for joining us.
You should add August 5th as primary election.
Oh, yes.
August 5th is primary election. I've just been told by my team. So be sure to get out and vote. We wish you luck. We know you're going to do great things regardless of what happens, and I look forward to seeing your future. Just a reminder that you can follow the Lawrence Public Schools podcast on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and anywhere else you get your podcasts. For more information on the LPS podcast, including where to listen, you can visit our website at www.usd497.org/LPS-podcast. Additionally, for more news, events, fun stuff related to Lawrence Public Schools, you can follow us on social media, on Instagram, Facebook, and you can also see posts that we make on our website at www.usd497.org. Links to all of these can be found in the show notes below as well. Until next time, this has been the Lawrence Public Schools podcast. Have a good one, everyone.